James chose an FSA 3 years ago. His HR rep called it great for medical expenses. He contributed $2,400 annually. On March 15 he lost $847. Not spent, not saved, lost, because nobody told him FSA money expires. His colleague chose an HSA the same year, same $2,400 contribution. That money never expired. It grew, it invested, it compounded. 3 years later his colleague has $9,400. James has nothing. Same enrollment, different checkbox. In 9 minutes you will understand what separates these accounts, not the surface differences HR mentions, the deep structural differences that determine whether your healthcare dollars disappear or compound for decades. The FSA is a use it or lose it spending account dressed as a benefit. The HSA is a permanent tax-advantaged investment vehicle dressed as a healthcare account, one designed for the year, one designed for your lifetime. The FSA has 3 rules most discover too late. Contributions expire March 15th. The account does not roll over fully, and you cannot take it when you leave your employer, a spending account with a deadline, not a financial asset. Americans lose approximately $3 billion in unspent FSA funds every year, not because they are irresponsible, because the account was designed with an expiration that benefits the employer and administrator, not the employee. James discovered his $847 expired on a Tuesday in March. He had planned to use it for a physical and dental cleaning, appointment scheduled for April. 2 weeks too late, his own money, gone because of a deadline he never knew existed. Rachel read both account descriptions side by side that evening. The FSA said funds may be forfeited. The HSA said funds roll over indefinitely. She said we chose the account that can forfeit our money and called it a benefit. The HSA has no expiration date, no use it or lose it rule, no employer ownership. Your balance rolls over every year forever. It follows you through job changes, retirement, relocation. It is permanently yours in a way the FSA never is. Buffett said someone sits in shade today because someone planted a tree long ago. The HSA is a tree. The FSA is a potted plant with a 1-year lease. Only one was designed to outlast the season you planted it in. The HSA has one critical eligibility requirement most skip. You must be enrolled in a high-deductible health plan to contribute. Most people assume their plan qualifies without checking and contribute to an HSA they are not eligible for. For 2024 a plan qualifies as high deductible if the individual deductible is at least $1,600 or family deductible at least $3,200. Most employer plans meet this threshold, but verify before contributing. Contributing without HDHP enrollment creates a tax penalty. If you are generally healthy with low annual medical costs and can pay expenses out of pocket, the HSA with an HDHP is almost always the superior financial choice. The higher deductible is offset by premium savings and the triple tax advantage. If you are watching this far you already understand more about these accounts than most people enrolled in both for years, but what comes next is the comparison calculation that makes the choice completely clear regardless of your situation. The FSA does have one legitimate advantage. The entire annual contribution is available day one regardless of how much you have contributed. If you need surgery in January you can use all $2,400 immediately. The HSA only allows withdrawal of contributed amounts. But the percentage of Americans needing their full FSA balance before contributions accumulate is extremely small. Most never trigger this advantage, and they pay the expiration penalty every year for insurance they statistically never use. James and Rachel ran a 10-year comparison. FSA with $2,400 annually contributing and spending, total benefit $24,000. HSA with $2,400 annually investing, projected value $41,200. Same 10 years, same dollars, $17,200 difference. Munger said invert always invert. Instead of asking which is better ask which was designed to benefit you long term. The FSA resets annually. The HSA is the most powerful tax-advantaged account in the entire tax code. The design intent answers the question. Many employers offer a dependent care FSA alongside the medical FSA, covering childcare, after-school programs and elder care. Same use it or lose it rules, but qualified childcare expenses are predictable. You can spend it intentionally without losing it. Rachel identified this immediately. Their childcare costs are $18,000 annually and completely predictable. The dependent care FSA limit is $5,000. Using it saves $1,750 in taxes on expenses they were paying regardless. The one FSA worth maximizing every year. The optimal strategy is not FSA or HSA, it is both strategically. Maximize the HSA for healthcare investing. Use the dependent care FSA for predictable childcare. 2 accounts working together, each doing what it was designed for. James and Rachel implemented this in one enrollment cycle. So what does someone do right now if they chose wrong? If they have an FSA expiring, if they never switch to an HSA, if they have been losing money to the March deadline for years? The answer is specific and actionable. Here is exactly where it starts. Step 1. Check your current health plan eligibility for HSA right now. Log into your benefits portal, find your deductible. If it is $1,600 or higher, you likely qualify. This takes 4 minutes and most people discover they have been eligible for years. Step 2. If you have an FSA with remaining balance, act immediately. Use every dollar before March 15th on qualified expenses, dental, vision, prescriptions, first aid, medical equipment. A planned spending sprint recovers money the system was designed to take from you. Step 3. At next open enrollment, switch to the HSA eligible HDHP if your health allows. Calculate the premium difference. In most cases, premium savings alone offset the higher deductible, and the triple tax advantage makes the switch superior in almost every scenario. James switched at his next open enrollment, saved $1,140 in annual premiums, contributed $3,850 to his new HSA, invested everything above threshold immediately. First-year investment growth was $340. The switch paid him $1,480 in year 1 alone. Rachel said, we spent 3 years contributing money to an account designed to take it back, because nobody during open enrollment explained what it actually was. James said that is the most expensive 30 minutes of our lives. Housel wrote that financial success is less about intelligence and more about behavior. The FSA versus HSA choice is not a complexity problem, it is an information problem. Most people choose wrong because the right information was never clearly given to them. Every week on HealthVault Wealth we give you the information open enrollment never does, the strategies that turn every healthcare dollar into a dollar building your future. Subscribe now. Next week we show you exactly how to invest your HSA for maximum tax-free growth by 65. James still thinks about that $847. Not with regret but with clarity. He said losing it to a deadline I never knew existed was the most educational $847 I ever spent. He now knows exactly which account was designed to build his future, and so do you.